Howdy folks, and welcome to a brand new series for me. This is Death Parade, and this is also my first anime reaction here on the channel. With the SAG-AFTRA strike still ongoing, I'm looking to branch out to more foreign media, indie stuff, so as to not cross the picket line, as it were, to support the striking actors, the members of SAG-AFTRA. I've explained this in other videos, but just kind of want to explain it again here, in case this is your first time here on the channel, which if that's the case, hi, good to see you, glad you're here. Do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, won't you? I normally watch mostly Western animation stuff, mostly Western TV animation, but like I said, branching out to more foreign stuff to kind of, you know, stand in solidarity with the strikers. But this was recommended to me by some folks who are very active in my community over on Discord. I have a Discord, links in the description if you want to hop in. But even before I had said I wanted to do any anime stuff, they said, hey, if you ever want to branch out and do an anime, I'd recommend this one. It's really good. To which someone else responded and said, ooh, I love that show. So, hey, Nereus, Kato, shout outs to y'all. This one's for you. But yeah, I really don't know too much about this one. I'm very, very not knowledgeable on anime. I can probably count the number of series I've seen on one hand. JoJo's is my favorite. I've seen Cowboy Bebop, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt, probably a couple others in there. I've only seen like 2 episodes of Mob Psycho 100. I really need to get back to that. But yeah, really just only a couple series I've actually watched. There's a couple others here and there. They're just slipping my mind right now. But yeah, so I'm a super noob when it comes to anime. I've never watched any Dragon Ball, never watched any One Piece. All that's a complete blank spot to me. So why not start with one of those series? Well, like I said, somebody in my community recommended this one to me, and hey, it seems interesting. The premise, from what I can gather, is such that there's like a bar in Limbo where recently deceased souls congregate and occasionally play games of chance and skill to kind of determine the fate of their souls, which seems interesting. I mentioned JoJo's being one of my favorite series. I kind of get the vibe just from reading up on it, like the Darby the Gambler fight, which was one of my favorite fights in all of JoJo's. Not a hot take. I think that's one of the more popular ones, but it is a super good fight. So if I get a whole like kind of season of kind of similar things to that, I think it's going to be pretty good stuff. This is created by Madhouse, one of the few Japanese animation houses that I have actually heard of. I believe they animated the first season of One Punch Man, which I have seen and loved. I haven't checked out season 2. I know that it changed hands here and there, but I love that first season, and the fact that it's a studio I've actually heard of and can name bodes pretty well. They're probably very well regarded. But yeah, I think that's really all I gotta say. So I'm gonna scooch over into position. And as I do, I already mentioned the Discord and subscribe to the channel, but hey, leave a like on this video and leave some recommendations for stuff, some potential other anime stuff for me to watch. I have a couple other series in mind, but of course, recommendations always help as well. My tea for this reaction is another throat tea because I'm still getting over being sick. Hopefully I'll be at 100% soon, but well, not tonight. So let's get started with Death Parade episode 1. I also wanted to do this one because it's kind of short. It's only 12 episodes long. I don't want to start One Piece or something and then be stuck on that for like 1,000 episodes or something. So nice 12 episode run here. But this is episode 1 of Death Parade, titled Death 7 Darts. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Also, from what I understand, anime stuff tends to be pretty touchy as far as the copyright stuff on YouTube goes. So my sincerest apologies if I have to chop this down a little bit. So I'm assuming that they're dead. I think that's safe to assume. I also don't know exactly what the tone of the series is going to be. I'm assuming because it deals with death and kind of like, you know, fates of souls and all that kind of stuff, that it's going to be probably pretty dramatic, a little suspenseful here and there. I'm assuming that there's probably not going to be too much room for humor. But I love the look of this series already. Queen Decim. Oh, straight into the OP. Wow, that was quick. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to keep in. But I love that, like, I love the art of an OP, right? How it can be like a super dark, like suspenseful series, but you still get like a really upbeat kind of funky number here. Okay, so the bar is named after him. I need to figure out if it's Decim or Decim. Probably Decim. I also have a tough task in editing in front of me as far as how to deal with the subtitles here. I'll figure it out. Getting straight down to business, huh? Alright. Paying attention. Interesting. Interesting stipulation. And straight into the game, wow. We'll have you choose the type of game by roulette. I hate roulette. That's my least favorite game in the casino. Okay. So I was wondering if they were dead already. I guess the winner gets to return to the world of the living. I guess we'll see. I'll just wait and see. Will end very badly for both of you. Oh my. He just keeps those right behind the bar. So also from what I can gather, this tends to be a bit, I don't want to say an anthology series, but like, I guess it's going to be different contestants every time, and it's just the bar staff that are going to be the only constants. My guess is it's going to be darts. That's not a real roulette. That's just a press your luck. No whammies. Darts. Ah yes, we have one square for every... Ooh, that was a cool shot. I was gonna say there's one box for every episode of the series, but there's 9 and 12. Also, I suck at darts. I blow at darts. My wife and I recently fixed up our garage a little bit, and we put up a TV in there, put a couch in there, all this stuff, and we put up a dartboard. And I haven't beaten her once. I mean, we haven't played too many times, but I have not won a single game against her. Oh my. Okay, so those are some stakes. I mean, I guess technically, if it's linked up to your body, like, those are some stakes. So dumb. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said in a video, I think. Oh god, this is gonna be brutal, isn't it? Yeah, my wife always tells me, like, you know, just like keep your elbow like that, but I tend to like throw above my head and like just try to like, sort of like a baseball pitcher, like you start up here and you throw so that like the gravity of the ball, like, it's physics. That's what I had in my mind, but she says I look like an idiot when I play. Anyway, hit him in the nuts. Watch, she's like a hustler. She's like super good. God. When it's all just kind of meat in there, it's hard to tell like what it is until they like grab at it. What was that, like his esophagus or something? This guy does not mess around. I love that even like his eye, like his iris looks almost like a chip in a casino. Somebody wins. Yeah, because she got more points. Oh, are they gonna have to keep throwing until they try to tie? Or one turns on the other, of course, right? This is already kind of stressful. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna play until they try to tie, right? But what if it comes down to like one doesn't trust the other with their final dart or something like that? He's gonna hit it, isn't he? This is tense. I'm digging this already. This was a good recommendation, guys. There's jellyfish in there. Ooh, look at that shot. Oh, is she gonna see the vision now? That blood on the wedding ring. Symbolism. But there's jellyfish in the tank behind them, and as I was looking at... Ooh, she got the double, right? Is there, like, extra pain for if you hit the double or the triple? But anyway, the jellyfish, I was trying to look to see if they looked like spades or clubs or something. Okay, so they each have, like, one dart left, right? Is he gonna try? Is she gonna say, is she pregnant? Oh no. Dang. See, I don't know how to trust any of these people. I know neither of them are gonna be in another episode, probably. But I'm still so stressed out. Ooh. They're tied now, though, right? That was double 2. Yeah. If he misses, or if she misses, it's just their nerves, right? Like, it's not like he actually stuck her, right? He said it's just hooked up to their nerves, so she just has the feeling of pain. A little gossip back there. Her main man. Also, I'm nervous though. If they end up tying, is Decim just gonna make them play again? Ooh, I love the way the screen is like separated, half in the tank, half not. Symbolically showing like the split, the division between the two of them in this moment. Like really basic cinematography stuff, but effective. 7 darts were never enough. What happens if you tie though? That's what I want to know.
数年ぶりに会う友達が来るって話をしたの覚えてる？町田裕貴。
Got it. So it all just was a misunderstanding. Or this is a lie.
だからついたあだ名がマッチな。
I don't know who to trust in this one.
彼女は数年前にお医者さんと結婚したんだけど、腐れ縁の彼氏と別れられないって悩んでた。
嘘だ。待ってくれ。これは。もうやめて。
Damn. Oh. It all happened so fast. I don't know. It seems like she kind of expected him to do that, right? Maybe there's a bit of a history of abuse or something. Or their whole life together. Car crash. Oh, right in the heart. That's the game then. None of this. Yeah. Yeah, she remembered. She saw that little flash, right? Queen Decim, he pronounced it. Oh man, he spent like their whole married life like not trusting her. Oh no, that's how they got in the wreck. Oh god. And it was because of that mistrust. God, that's rough. Omeoma Shinderu. Nani? I had to say it. It's so fitting. It's fitting right here. Come on, guys.
芝居
俺の子じゃない。
じゃあ誰の子だっていうのよ。
So maybe he wasn't necessarily abusive, but certainly the mistrust, like, you know, he seemed pretty eager to grab that phone out of her hand in the car. That's a good shot. Animated very well.
あなたの言う通りよ。私にはね、他に好きな人がいるの。
Wow. Wow, the tables are just turning, like...
だって当然でしょ。誰があなたみたいな人を好きになると思う。
Damn, wow.
嘘に決まってるじゃない。
There's more turnabouts than an Ace Attorney trial here, man.
このクソ女が。
Ooh. Puppet strings.
最低は下っている。
Damn.
殴らせろ。
Let me hit her?
失礼。
So what, do they just hang him up? Do we get like brutal like execution style things like in like Danganronpa or something like that?
それでは行ってらっしゃいませ。
She goes up and he goes down? Or is it like one of those things that they both get judged based on what comes out through the game and they both go to hell? Wait. She was in the elevator with the horns, right? Oh, nope, that's it. So I guess the winner goes to heaven, the loser goes to hell. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so that was it. Felt short, I want to say. Like, granted, we're only like 21 minutes in. And there was like, you know, a good minute or so of that was the OP. So, yeah, really briskly paced, I would say. I mean, I guess there's not going to be anything else. Just going to skip to the end right here after the ED. Oh, we do get something.
お疲れさん。
ありがとうございます。
Glad I checked.
最悪。
It was kind of awful. They both kind of sucked.
結局どっちがどっちに行ったの？
Oh, good. We do get to know.
私の魂を転生させて。
Takashi's soul was sent for reincarnation. Machiko's was sent into the void. Okay, so it's less so heaven, just reincarnation. Got it. Just a quick note from the editing bay here. I kind of mixed the names up here, and despite winning the game, the wife's soul was sent into the void, and despite losing, the husband's soul was sent for reincarnation. So it's not necessarily about who wins the game. It's literally about, I think, what comes out during the game. So I'm going to talk about this a little more in detail in the start of the second one. I just wanted to put it in here because I noticed it in editing. I enjoyed that a good bit. Like I said, the premise, like, really feels like it lends itself well to, you know, a good variety of episodes. Like, in a series with a premise like this, you don't want it to get too repetitive. Like, when it's just games, it's, you know, not even necessarily gambling games. Like, it was darts, which is a good, you know, a competitive, you know, kind of a thing. But it could literally be anything, any of these games. Kind of, once again, to make the JoJo's reference, like we saw in the Darby the Gambler fight, like you can make a wager on anything. So I think, you know, given the fact that this is only 12 episodes long, I really feel like we're going to get a good variety of stuff, and it's going to be like a, you know, refreshing every time. I don't know what Death Reverse is going to be like. Maybe a game of Uno where if you play the reverse card, like, you kill your opponent or something. Unless they can reverse you back, so it's like you hold your hand up. I don't know how deep the games are going to get. That one, you know, silly me in my JoJo brain thinking like, oh, it was all going to be a bunch of mind games, like who's lying to who kind of thing. When she said it was a friend at our wedding that I hadn't seen, she married a doctor, I couldn't trust her. I was like, is this a lie to kind of get him to drop his guard so that she can just like yeet that dart? But, you know, I guess not even necessarily all the twosomes that we have here are going to be to know each other, because they said it's just souls that died at the same time, right? So they just so happen to be in the same car. It could be two people on complete ends of the world who like just happen to die right at the same moment, right? So yeah, we can even probably expect a good variety of people like that, kind of, so to speak. Also, I guess next time we'll get to meet more of the people in the bar. We only got really Decim this time, because I think that's how it's pronounced, because I think when he said the name of the bar later, it was like Quinn Decim. So I'm going to assume that his name is also Decim as well. I wonder if he deals cards so he can deck them. No, that's the second stupidest thing I've ever said in a video. But yeah, I liked this a lot. This was a lot of fun. I'll be curious to see if any of the games kind of delve more into mind game stuff later on, because that's really what gets my brain ticking and going. But yeah, this was super solid first episode. I liked it a lot. Hey, like I said, I don't have too much experience with anime, but hey, I feel like this is a pretty good recommendation for me. And speaking of recommendations, if there's any other shows that you have in mind that you think would fit well with me and my personality, granted, if this is the first time you're here, you probably don't know too much about the stuff I like, but hey, I'm sure you'll get there eventually. But feel free to drop any recommendations in the comments below. I can't necessarily guarantee I'm gonna do a ton of anime going forward, but hey, want to at least keep that option open to me. But just, hey, in general, thanks a lot for watching this. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this episode, and hey, I'm excited to watch more. I was nervous. I guess the fact that this is on the feed now means that, it's been edited, it's been put up, and all is good. But part of me was going in there thinking like, oh God, what if I watch this first episode and I just hate it and it sucks? But thankfully, that's not the case. I enjoyed this one a good bit, and am very excited to watch more. And I hope you are too. So, hey, like I said before, subscribe to the channel so that you get to see when I upload more of this, hopefully weekly going forward. Hey, we'll see. But yeah, other than that, I'll catch you next time with some more Death Parade. Take it easy, everybody.